So I see some young ladies, they were like 7, 8, 10 years old, what have you. They're selling lemonade. I need to go make my DoorDash delivery, and I'm going to circle the block, come back through, and I'm going to buy some lemonade from them. Sir, could you please help us? Somebody just stole our money box. I don't know what it was. He came and acted like he was going to buy some lemonade, and he stole our money box. We don't know what we're going to do. Help us, sir. Ho. Calm down. Who took your money box? What happened? Calm down. Tell me what happened. The guy came up to our table, and he said he wanted to buy 2 cups of lemonade, and when we put our money out, he snatched our whole money box, and he just ran away. What are we going to do? Okay. Again, calm down. Let me park my car, and I'm going to get out of the car, and I'm going to come and talk to you all, and we're going to get to the bottom of this, okay? Calm down. Yo, once again, it's on. Back at you one more again. REALKENZ TV and the House Like Kitchen Sinks. You ever have a situation that occurs to where something really, really good happens to you at one point of the day, and your day's going just fine, and then later on something bad happens, and it's just like, wow, man, I can't catch a break. Let me give y'all an example of 2 things that happened to me in one day. Now, these stories have been told on my channel before. However, I told them many months ago. That's when my channel was a lot smaller. It's still a small channel, but I was only getting maybe 25, 30, 40 views at the time. So a lot of you haven't heard these stories that I'm going to present today. And if you have heard it, just rock with me, man. You know what I mean? Just rock with me. Pause, though. So I'm DoorDashing. You know, a lot of people that, followed me early on, they know that I was DoorDashing, and I was DoorDashing on a regular basis. So I'm going to drop off an order, and I see 4 little girls, and they have a lemonade stand. Now, I'm sure that there are lemonade stands all throughout the country. So this is nothing that should be abnormal or something that you haven't seen before. So I see the lemonade stands. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go support. Because anytime I see something like that, I try to go support. I said, but let me go and drop this order off first, because the order I was going to was like the next street over. So, they're flagging cars down. Hey, we got lemonade. We got... Okay. So I go to complete the order. When I complete the order, I turn around and I come back up the street. The same direction that, that I went to the house. I come back up the street. And as I'm coming back up the street, and it took a little bit because the person that I was delivering to actually knew him. So we got to conversating, what have you. But it wasn't that long. We just had a brief conversation or whatever, a few minutes. And as I'm driving back up the street, I get to the stop sign. Now, when I arrive at the stop sign, I'm going to go left. When I go left, that's where the girls had their lemonade stand set up. So I go to make a left, and before I can even turn left, 2 of them came up to the car just screaming frantically. Help, please, somebody save us, somebody. I'm like, what's going on? Somebody just stole our money. A guy just came by and stole our money, and we don't know what we're going to do. We needed that money. We've been out here all day in the sun. And okay, hold on. Get back just back up. Go back to your stand. I'm going to make this turn. I'm going to park, and I'm going to come and talk to you. Okay, please, I don't know where the guy's at. Okay, just calm down. It's 4 girls. It looked like they were probably about, 8. The oldest looked like she was probably 10 years old. She was a little taller and a little bit more calm and mature than the rest. So I park. I go over. What's going on, girls? Well, a guy, and they're crying and everything. A guy came over, and he said that he wanted to buy, support, our business, and said that he wanted to buy, a couple cups of lemonade, but he didn't have any change. So we reached into our box to where we keep our money at, and he snatches the whole box and runs off. I don't know what I'm going to do. Who? Do you know this guy? Have you ever seen him? Have you, did he look familiar to you? No, we don't know who he is. A white guy, black guy. It was a white guy, and he had long hair, and he had a bike, and he jumped on his bike. So I'm looking around. I don't see nobody. Now, obviously, somebody that would be cruel enough to do something like that, obviously they're not gonna just be hanging around, just chilling on the corner like, yeah, you know what I mean? So I figured they was long gone. That's crackheadish behavior. Ice Cube said it, and Friday. You ain't catching no crackhead. You know what I mean? Respectful. But I'm still looking around and I don't see anything. Everybody's crying. All 4 of the girls are crying. They said they had been out there for like 4 hours. Sun, selling lemonade. They were trying to raise money for something. I don't even remember exactly what it was. So I'm like, okay, ladies. I said, listen. This is what you don't want to do. Never ever pull your money out for someone. If they don't have change, then they just don't have change. Or you keep a couple dollars over here in the box, and the larger money you keep, put up on yourself, or never allow anybody to, see how much money that you have. Well, we didn't know he just wanted some lemonade, and we didn't. I said, I understand. I'm not fussing at you. I understand. But I'm trying to help you all because you're young entrepreneurs, and I see that you're passionate about this, but you don't want anything like this to happen again, because there's a lot of bad people in the world that will come and do these type of things. So, I'm lacing them with the game as far as, being an entrepreneur or what have you. So I say, and another thing, what you need to do is, you all have a table set up, and it's fine. You have lemonade, but it's 4 of you all. Get you some markers. Get you some signs. If you don't have any markers, just get you some sort of signs or what have you, and you all kind of walk up and down the street. Not too far. You don't separate too far, but walk up and down the street. Promote. You need to promote your business, because if people don't know that you're there, they can't buy your lemonade. You've been out here for 4 hours. If you have signs, we have lemonade. A lot of times people are gonna, they're gonna pull over and they're gonna support you, and they're gonna buy some of your lemonade. I feel so bad. One thing I can't stand is to see a woman cry, and especially kids. I have daughters myself, and it just melts my heart, man, when I, when I see them hurting and see them crying. So I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy some lemonade from you. Oh, thank you. So I reach in my pocket. I look at my money. I got like $70 in my pocket. I give them the whole $70. They, how little girls are. Are you serious? Yeah, man, y'all take that. Y'all take this money. Make sure that you put it up, though. Make sure that you put it up. Next time somebody comes by, you take, because I had some ones or what have you. So you take these ones. This will be for your change. If you never pull the big bills out, don't pull the big money out. You see what I'm saying? Unless it's just somebody you know, or it's somebody that you know that, but when it's somebody that you don't know, or they don't necessarily look like they're on the up and up, not to say that you should judge everybody, but you don't want this occurrence to occur again, because it's unnecessary. So let's not allow the unnecessary to occur. I took that from Jay-Z, but if you're not a hip-hop fan, you're not gonna know that. But at any rate, they're jumping up and down. Their tears that they had from heartbreak and disappointment at this point turned to tears of joy. They were happy, man. They were so ecstatic that they were able to not only get their money replaced, but to get a significant amount more than what they originally had. Now, $70 is not a lot of money, but to 4 little girls that's 8 years old, and one's 10, and I'm just imagining what their ages are or whatever. I asked them, but I don't remember. It was like 8 through 10. And they were so happy. So I said, listen, take some of your money that you all make. Ask your parents to take you to the dollar store, the Dollar Tree, or, something like that. You get you some markers, and you get you some poster boards. I said, it's probably going to cost you about $10 to get, 4 or 5 poster boards, 3 or 4 poster boards and some markers. I said, probably not even $10. And you're going to have to buy you some more lemonade. And, so I was just giving them, not as though they didn't know certain things anyway, but I was just trying to really, really help them. And that really made me feel so good, man, because, I've done a lot of bad in my life, 3-time loser, man. Now, when I say a 3-time loser, it's not suggesting that I am a loser, but that's just a term that we use in Kentucky, maybe other places, man. I've been to the pen 3 times, served over 10 years in the Department of Corrections. So it was just to do something positive, to help somebody out. And I used to tell myself, like, okay, my crimes, man, I do white collar crimes, or I'm not actually hurting anybody, but I'm going at these banks and these corporations and these, man, wrong is wrong. Wrong is wrong. So you have to be accountable for your actions. I hold myself 100% accountable for my actions. So I feel as though I'm out here. I try to help people out. I give homeless people money. I do a lot of stuff to try to help people, you know. And I contemplated initially when I did this video several months ago, because I didn't want to get on here and act as though I was trying to, you know, brag about it or, you know, toot my own horn or what have you. But I decided to go on and do the video. That was a sickening thing that gentleman did. And if he were to ever be caught and go to jail, it's going to be bad for him. Because the thing about prison, the thing about jail, period, you don't mess with no kids and you don't mess with no elderly people. They're off limits. You shouldn't mess with anybody. But I'm just saying, in prison and jail, there's different rules. There's different, you know, so it's not, it's kind of like abnormal thinking. You don't mess with no kids. You don't mess with no elderly people. No excuses. No, it's period. Exclamation mark. You don't do it. So when you go in there and people will find out exactly what you're in there for, because they're going to do their homework, especially now with social media. Oh, man, you can easily find out what an individual's in jail for. So I hope that he got everything that he had coming to him for snatching the breath, the heart, the $28 that those little girls had. It just makes no sense. So, you know, everything was cool. I end up driving off. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling pretty good about myself or what have you. I've been out of prison several years, so I'm already feeling pretty good about myself anyway. And I get all the way down the street, and I'm like, hold up. Hold up. I ain't get my lemonade. So I turn back around. You know, I spin the block. I turn back around. I come back to the lemonade booth. I said, ladies, I didn't get my lemonade. Ah, they just busted out laughing. Yeah, y'all laughing, but run that. I need my lemonade. So, you know, I end up getting my lemonade, you know, and pretty good lemonade, too. And I drove off and continued to, you know, DoorDash. Now, when I DoorDash, and I'm giving y'all two stories today, okay? I'm giving you two stories. So, when I DoorDash, oftentimes my days were long. Like, there were times where I would dash from, not all the time, but like, say a Sunday morning. I get up, I'm out dashing by 6:30 a.m. I'm dashing all the way until midnight. That's what, a little shy of 18 hours. All day long, I'm just dashing, just making money. It was easy money. Now, it wasn't significant. It's not like, okay, I dashed 18 hours and I brought home $500. No, it was nothing like that. Not in Kentucky, not in Lexington. Now, maybe in Florida or the larger cities or something like that. But at the end of the day, because you know, you still got to put gas in your car and things of that nature. Man, to bring home, even though you just worked, you know, nearly 18 hours, at the end of the day, you got $350, $360. It's pretty good. To me, it was, you know, in one day you got that. So, plus I just ride around, you know, listen to the games and things like that on my satellite radio or whatever. So it didn't even really feel like work. I'm feeling good. I'm on cloud 9. Driving. A few hours later, I get an order. It's college dorms. Actually, let me take that back. That's my manual rewind. So if y'all not familiar with the manual, that's just when I mess up or was something that I left out. I just do it manually because I'm not editing the video at this point. It was a college apartment complex. So I go to the apartment complex, and I hate going to this complex. The reason being is because the dorms be so high. It's like 5 floors. And it always seems like when I deliver here, it's on the 4th or 5th floor. Well, lo and behold, it's on the 4th floor. I'm like, man. But I always try to just look at the glass halfway full opposed to halfway empty. So even when I don't want to go up all these stairs, guess what I say? A person that doesn't have any legs would do anything that they could possibly do to be able to go up these stairs. It's the type of things that I tell myself or what have you. But really inside, I'm still pissed. But, you know, so I get there and there's no parking. I'm talking about absolutely no place to park. I'm looking around. I'm like, man, where am I going to park at? So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just park here. Now, where I parked at, I was like blocking in like 2 cars, maybe even 3, but I was blocking in definitely 2 cars. And I'm like, I'm just running upstairs to drop off an order, and then I'm coming right back down. Surely nobody will be upset. You know, they'll understand because I have a DoorDash, a big DoorDash sticker on my car, a couple of them. You can clearly look at the car and tell that it's a DoorDash order. A DoorDash car, rather. So I go up the stairs or whatever. As I mentioned, I like to look at the glass halfway full. So I jog up the stairs. I'm like, shit, my fat ass needs to do some exercise anyway. You know what I mean? I'm not really fat, but you know, I done kind of got out of shape. I had a hernia surgery at that time or whatever. So I was just down kind of working my way back. I was fully healed over the hernia, but still I was working my way back, you know, as far as, you know, trying to get into shape because I used to be a gym rat. So I'm going up the stairs, I'm jogging up the stairs or what have you, and I get to the door, excuse me. When I get to the door, I'm ringing the doorbell, nobody comes to the door. Man, knocking, ringing it, maybe the doorbell don't work. I hear it, but maybe they can't hear. I'm knocking on the door, nobody comes to the door. So I'm like, all right. With DoorDash, if no one comes to the door, you leave the food and then you take a picture and then you leave. Now, I have a timestamp because oftentimes customers, what they'll do is, not every customer, so if you're a DoorDasher or not a DoorDasher, but if you order DoorDash all the time, it may not apply to you. But what some people will do is be like, I ain't get my food. So now when they call DoorDash and complain, if you can't prove that you left that order, guess what? You're subject to get inactivated. I think that's what they call it, or deactivated rather. I said inactivated, deactivated. And you can't drive, and you're under investigation. It's like, man, I ain't do nothing. I ain't do nothing. I dropped the order off. Customers do that all the time. Duly note that if you drive for DoorDash. Nevertheless, take a picture. I got my timestamp. It shows exactly what time I left the food or what have you. And by the time I do all of that, a few minutes has passed. As I'm coming down the stairs, you know, like I said, I'm on the 4th floor. I didn't run down the stairs. I ran up, but I walked down. So I'm coming down the stairs. When I come down the stairs, I see my car, but I see a big tow truck behind my car. Now, when I see the tow truck, I see the dude that's driving the tow truck. He's outside of the car, and he's taking pictures of my car. So I'm walking towards the car or whatever. I'm like, what's up, man? He was like, is this your car? I was like, yeah, it's my car. Now he got me totally blocked in. I can't go anywhere. He's like literally almost on my bumper. So I'm like, yeah, it's my car, man. He was like, well, did you know you was illegally parked? I'm like, well, I'm a DoorDasher, as you can, you know, see on. I'm very polite, as you can see on the car. You was taking pictures, so I'm sure you've seen that I'm a DoorDasher. There was nowhere to park. There was literally nowhere to park. Every parking spot was filled up. So I just ran upstairs. They was on the 4th floor. I ran upstairs. I haven't even been here, I don't know, 3 minutes. Well, that doesn't make a difference. You know, you're not more privileged, or you don't have any more. Basically, he was just saying you shouldn't have parked here, regardless of what you're doing. DoorDashing, Ubering, whatever you're doing. You don't have a special privilege, a special parking pass to park here. I'm like, I understand that, man, but dude, I just ran upstairs and ran right back. So I know that I was only up there maybe 3 minutes. So you had to have already been parked there. It's not like you just pulled up, you know, miraculously and seen me. You was already sitting here watching me. Well, listen, man, I don't got time to argue with you. I'm just doing my job, sir. You know, I need to impound this car. I'm like, man, you're not impounding nothing. You're not impounding nothing, man. So he was like, I'll tell you what. If you don't want me to impound this car, because if it gets impounded, it's going to be $200, $220. I know that from prior experience. Now y'all rock with me, man. I'm stretching the video out. Y'all say, a lot of people say, oh man, we like your longer videos. That's for the people that, listening to my content when they're going to work, or, when they're actually working and dropping off loads, or pause though when I say dropping off loads, and, just doing whatever they're doing to kill some time, trying to go to sleep at night, or just enjoy a good video. You want me to just jump on here and tell a 6-minute story? No, I got to stretch it out, man. So I'm telling him, man, I'm not paying you nothing. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, man. It's going to be $220, I think. But you give me $60 right now. They got bygones be bygones, and we'll go our separate ways. I said, bro, I'm not giving you nothing. Now, mind you, this dude was a nice-sized dude. He's probably about 6 foot, 225, 230. White dude, long hair. Now, it doesn't matter if he's white, black, or what have you. I'm just trying to paint a picture so you all can kind of visualize in your mind. He got the tight-ass jeans on with the tight shirt with his motherfucking cigarettes rolled up in his sleeve and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm like, bro, I'm not giving you nothing, man. I was up there tops 3 minutes, and I'm door dashing. There was nowhere to park. I'm not giving you nothing. Well, you're not getting in this vehicle then. Now, mind you, I'm only maybe 5'9", probably, I don't know, 210 at the time, maybe a little less in weight. But I've always lifted weights. You see what I'm saying? I've always, not always, but like when I started going to prison and stuff, I was pretty strong in the weight pile or whatever, so I pressed pause 350 on the flat bench. You pull it down. For you all that have been in the weight pile, you pull it all the way down. Nothing, like, ain't no bouncing off my chest, and I'll bring it all the way down. Pause, press it, dude. That's what you do in the weight pile, man. That's what I was, man, But just one time, though. That's all I could, I wasn't repping 350, but I could max 350. And you put that 315 on there, I'm going to hit that mug for 5 times like it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, I was just trying to, like I said, let you know that I'm not exactly, I'm not tall in stature, but I'm not exactly a, I don't know. I don't want to say a weak individual, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. But I'm very, very humble, and I listen, I don't want no problems, man. I ain't been out of penitentiary for years. I ain't say that to him, but in my mind, I tell him I don't want no problems, but he don't know that I've been out of penitentiary for years. Listen, man, I just want to get in my car and leave and continue to DoorDash and support my family and do what I do, man. I apologize, but there was nowhere to park at. So I go left, he goes left. I step right, he steps right. He's in my face. As I mentioned, I'm like 5'9". This dude is like 6 foot, maybe even 6'1". So, he got, a few inches of him. I'm like, look, bro, what is the problem, man? He's like, the problem is, man, you're trying to get away, and he said some old police term that I don't even, you're under insubordination or some ignorant shit like that. I don't even know what he was talking about. I'm like, dude, let me go, man. Leave me alone, man. I'm trying to get in my car and go. Lo and behold, he grabs my arm. Why did he do that? First of all, I'm not even going to allow an individual to get that close to me. But I didn't even think that it was going to turn into a physical confrontation, if you will. Dude grabs my arm. When he grabs my arm, immediately my instincts just kick in. I do some type of wrestling move. I don't even know where I got it from. But I go up under his arm. So he got my arm, and I take my other arm. Now I got him like this. So now, he don't know that I know Jason V. He don't know that Jason V is my dog out of Florida, and he got a son named Trey that you all will soon hear about. You see what I'm saying? They done gave me, what do you call it? What do you call it? Like when you give people lessons or you talk to people over online or, on video or what have you. I forget the name or whatever. I'm still, it's technology. Man, been so much time, man. I'm still learning the technology. But he don't know that I know Trey and that I know Jason V. So they done taught me some wrestling moves or whatever, state champs type shit. So I done went up on him, scooped him up, had him up against the truck. Now for you, I was like, who the hell is Jason V? Go check his YouTube channel out. Jason V. That's type in Jason V. And he has a whole lot of videos. He's a family man. It's about his son. He wrestles. His son's name is Trey. And he's just a freshman going into a sophomore year, I believe. And he's going to be very, very good, man. He went to the state finals. He fell a little short. But, hey, we don't call it falling short. We just, hey, it's experience. You know what I mean? So, that's what it is. He don't know that I know them. So, we wrestling or whatever. I got him, jacked up on the truck. Look, bro, leave me alone, man. Leave me alone. I'm taking my car and I'm gone. Being that I'm shorter, I got the leverage on it. And I'm strong. Even though I was just a few months removed from a hernia surgery. So I kind of let up off of him or whatever. He wants to still tussle, wrestle, whatever. So I see we're going to have to fight. So I don't even swing on him or nothing. Because I don't swing on him or nothing. So we tussling or whatever after I let up. He gets me. Like he grabs me or whatever. I'm able to go up under him. I use my leverage. I pick him up. Boom, I slam him. Now I'm on top of him. Neighbors is looking. People's outside. Obviously, I'm looking at this whole scenario. Black guy. White guy. White guy has a tow truck. They're going to call the police. I'm the aggressor in their eyes, which I'm not. But in their eyes, I'm the aggressor. I need to get the hell out of here. I'm on top of him or whatever. I never swing. I could have just beat him all the way down. We in penitentiary, man. He probably would have just got beat all the way down, like stomped out. None of that. I ain't do nothing like that. Dude's like, man, you pretty strong, man. You pretty strong. I'm like, man, you done? You done? Yeah, man, I'm done. I'm not playing with you, man. Are you done? Because next time I'm not going to ask you. Yeah, I'm done, man. I'm done. So I get up. When I get up, I extend my hand to him. I extend my hand. He grabs my hand. I help him up. Like, look, dude. I just, man, we got a lot of pressure on us, man. A whole lot of stress, man, with this job. Because if we don't tow cars, we don't make money. So they push us. Tow cars, tow cars, tow cars. I said, I understand that, man. I completely understand. But you got to understand, like, this job is a very dangerous job. Like, you can, literally lose your life. Your jife. You can literally lose your jife. Your life doing something like this. So, I understand you have a job to do, but you still need to operate within integrity. See, there's integrity. When you seen DoorDash on my car, understand, no, this is not the car. But see, you thought that you was going to be able to tow my car and be gone by the time that I came downstairs. Now I have no choice but to pay the $220 and you get your commission or what have you. But no, man, operate within integrity, man. Do the right thing. Simply, why? Because it's the right thing to do. That's what I learned by going to prison 3 times. Now, I'm just telling you all this. He didn't know that I've been in prison. He probably just assumed or what have you. So, we had our little talk or whatever. The neighbors are still standing out there. They're looking or whatever. A couple people, they get to clapping, like we done just did a hellified, But, people were actually glad to see us, mend our differences. But at the same time, in my mind, somebody's called the police. I need to get the hell out of here. Because the whole time when I'm on top of the dude, which I failed to mention, I'm calling the police. I'm calling the police. You calling the police, but you grabbed me, you attacked me. You were the aggressor. But I'm calling the police. I'm calling the police. Help, help, help. Never hit him, not one time. Just restrained him. Had our little talk. He got in his truck, backed up, because I couldn't go anywhere. He backed up. I backed up, and I was gone. And I never heard anything else about that. And it was just one of those times to where, wow, the day started off so beautiful. And then I ran into this, and it got very, very hectic. It got very, very ugly. But because we were able to be 2 adults, 2 men, and talk it out, it still turned out to be a beautiful day. I didn't get my car towed. I still made money door dashing. I ain't hurt nobody. I didn't get hurt. I didn't get killed. See, the danger in that, I don't know what dude had. Dude could have had, and I'm quite sure a lot of those tow truck drivers, they keep guns on. You know what I'm saying? For their personal protection, because it's like, as I mentioned, it's a dangerous job, man. I don't care if you 5 months behind. You come outside and you see somebody trying to repossess your car, man, you gonna go ham. Y'all don't know what ham means, man. Urban Dictionary. You gonna go ham. Because you're not trying to lose your car. The fact of you being 5 months behind, you don't care nothing about that, man. You ain't taking my car. So a lot of them guys, you know, they have to protect themselves. I would never do a job like that. But a lot of those guys, you know, they make nice money, but look what it cost you. Look what you're risking. A dude will kill you. Hurt you seriously over trying to take his vehicle. Care nothing about being no few months behind. You ain't taking my car. And that's how, you know, it's the average person's mentality. Women, they kind of get over on the women because, you know, but hey, that's a different story for a different day. Everything turned out well for me. I'm quite sure that he had a weapon. I didn't have no weapon on me other than, you know, of what I can carry being a convicted felon. See what I'm saying? I was spared, he was spared. So it's just one of those things, man, to where if you do the right thing, you don't have to worry about this. Because at the end of the day, guess what? I was wrong. He wasn't wrong. He was doing his job. Even though it seems kind of petty, I was wrong. Why was I wrong? Why was you wrong, real kids? You didn't have nowhere to park. It doesn't make a difference. It said no parking. I was parked illegally. So he was really within his right to tow my vehicle. I was parked somewhere to where I wasn't supposed to be parked at. 6-7 years ago, this is not the answer that I would give you all. This is not the... I'm going to be like, man, F that. You ain't taking shit, which I was like that, but still, at the end of the day, I've been like, nah, you shouldn't even try to tow my... No. I got to make better, you know, better choices. Be smarter. Understand that this thing can go from 0 to 100 real quick. So to avoid it going that route, just do the right thing. I should have just called the customer. Hey, there's no parking down here. Or I could have just parked way down the way and just walked. But no, I illegally parked, thinking I'm going to go up, be right back down 2 or 3 minutes, and everything's going to be cool. And it could have cost me my life. It could have cost me my freedom. It could have cost me my, you know, my health. All of the above. That dude could have been an MMA fighter. He could have really knew how to throw them things. You know, I could throw them things, but I ain't nothing against somebody that really, really trains and knows how to... You see what I'm saying? Think about what you do before you do it. Because it could cost you a whole lot, including your life. REALKENZ TV. Hopefully you liked the video. Feel free to comment, definitely share, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and be sure to hit that post notification. Anytime I bring you this action and this heat, this motherfucking banky pound heat, that's what I'm gonna start saying. This banky pound heat. No shade on banky pound. Shout out to banky pound. Guess what? Amongst the first to receive. REALKENZ TV. You're not towing my car. I don't give a damn. You're not towing my shit.